Janmanthan Hospital pioneers in world-class orthopedic cardiology and multi-specialty care. Top 3 in Hyderabad, top 10 in South India. Attapur, Hyderabad.
So this Women's Day, we decided that our theme should be online but unafraid. All of us today, because of either work or leisure, are on the internet. But why should we not be able to use it without a sense of fear? So the idea is very, very simple, that we can use internet confidently without any fear. Now, as journalists, you are heavily dependent on the digital platforms. You communicate with your sources, you verify information online, you share your documents online, and also you engage with the public online through social media, etc. And therefore, because of this high level of digital activity that you do, you are also prone to unique cyber risks. So, today we will focus on how, with simple cyber hygiene things, you can make yourself safe in this world. Now, I will just give you a little overview of the cyber crime to give an idea. Is that the cyber crime is not only the crime of the future, but now at present the crime of today itself. If you see on the slide, out of the 86,000 FIRs which were registered in major crimes in Telangana in 2025, 21,000 of them were actually relating to cyber crimes. That is, every 1 in 4 FIRs now is a cyber crime FIR. And if you look at the losses, so all traditional crimes put together, the loss last year was about 207 crores. But look at the loss which the citizens face to cyber crimes, 1,524 crores. Every day we receive about 300 calls on our 1930 reporting a new financial cyber crime, and about 4 to 5 crores the state loses every day to cyber crimes. When you look at property recovered, because that's how police is one of the parameters of our performance, all traditional crimes put together, we were able to recover last year 104 crores. But in cyber crime, we recovered more than 279 crores. And till date, the Bureau has recovered about 350 crores or more. So, for example, how many of you in this room have received any SMS or a phone call or any unknown link? Or should I ask, is there anyone who hasn't received? I think that would be easier. No, I don't see any hands raising. So therefore, the cyber crime is not a rocket science. It starts with a simple message or a simple link or a simple phone call which comes to you. The criminal relies on curiosity and urgency. And therefore, awareness is your first layer of protection. Now, when I compare also what is happening nationally and how Telangana is doing well. So, Telangana has shown a reduction by about 3% in cyber crimes, while at the same time, nationwide, this increased by about 24%. So, with all the awareness and the other targeted work being done by the Telangana police for identifying accused, arresting accused, all that is helping us in reducing this crime. The reporting of cyber crime quickly makes a huge difference. And that is why we talk about the golden hour in which to report. Just there's a golden hour in accidents. Similarly, a golden hour, the sooner you report, the larger the chances of the money coming back is there. Now, technology has transformed our daily lives. Smartphones, social media, digital payments, every communication, it is something like we eat, live and play on the internet now. And there the criminal is also continuously adapting himself to new MOs, and therefore the digital awareness must grow with digital adoption. The more we are on the digital world, greater is the need for being aware. Now, as journalists, why should you be aware? You have a very, very active digital presence. As I said earlier, you are interacting not only with known people, you are also interacting with unknown people during the course of your work in your profession. You also receive a lot of documents, you may receive a lot of links, and you communicate with people across various platforms. Now, which one of this is right or wrong is something which you need to know so that you don't become a victim of cyber crimes. Now, so that high level of exposure is something which is essentially making you a little more vulnerable to cyber crimes. Now, what are the cyber crimes which specifically affect women? So, the most common one which we face are cyber stalking. All of you are aware what cyber stalking is all about, wherein you may get repeated messages, attention, harassment, and persistently somebody is trying to follow you. Now, this usually happens on a social media platform or the messaging apps or the emails which we use. Because of your online presence and interaction with unknown individuals, you are at a much higher risk than a normal citizen or a normal woman in the society. Online harassment, whether it is abusive messages, it is trolling, it is targeting, all this again happens to you. These are all punishable offenses you should all be aware of. And if it happens, please ensure that you have saved all screenshot, preserved all evidence, and you report to us as soon as possible. Sextortion. This is again one of the fastest growing cybercrime in terms of non-financial cybercrime, or the one which deals with women. So usually it would start with a friend's request, with resulting in a long conversations, then initiation of video calls, secretly recording these interactions, and then finally blackmailing. We have discussed what are the major ones. Then you have fake social media profiles, morphing and misusing of photographs. A single clear photograph of yours is enough for the criminal to morph and create anything which you know. All of you know about the controversy which happened with Grok, wherein they could dress or undress any person just by a word of command. So this is how the internet is evolving and taking shape which is very, very very harmful for any of us. How many of you do you check search online whether there are any profiles existing of you? I mean, do you do that due diligence maybe once in 50 days or 1 month? Check up your name and see if there is any profiles existing. How many of you do? So I just see 3-4 hands up. So this is also one of the very important thing to do, is that please monitor your digital footprints regularly. So you will get an idea that okay, there may be many more Facebook or Insta profiles of yours who may be using your photographs or your name, but they are not yours. So please do that. Morphing and photos, I just told, I mean, there isn't, all of us know how things are in that area. Matrimonial frauds is now another one, because most of the time we are now relying on these sites to find a life partner, rather than the earlier system where you had family members who could find a match for yourself and do something. Now in this we have seen that fake profiles are created by people, and then they start engaging and talking online. And gradually, once the trust is built up, we have seen that without even meeting once in the physical world, the woman starts even sending money. Somebody says that, okay, my mother has become ill. You engaging, and she is hospitalized, and I need a little money. And because just on online itself, you've developed so much of affection for the person that you start sending money and get conned. So somehow, as I always say, that women, I think we trust too quickly and we trust too much. So there is something which we need to be very sure of when we are doing it. So cybercrime is not something which is only a crime in terms of, it also affects you psychologically. It causes emotional distress. It could your fear. It leads to a reputational damage and reporting. And there is always under reporting because the victim also always feels that it is, it must be my fault. So that we try to take that blame and shame on ourselves with that if we become victims. So what to do if you become a victim? As I already said, time is extremely critical. Also save all the evidence, whether it is screenshots, whatever you have. In case, please inform your banks to block any transfer of money. Change passwords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the most common password globally. How many of you have that password? Or all zeros put together, or all ones put together, or your own name, or your child's name, or a date of birth. Date of birth, right? All these can be cracked in less than 1 second by a hacker. Just less than 1 second. And also, how many of you have the same password across platforms? So your Facebook will have this. I see hands raising. So whether you are at whether it is Swiggy or whether it is Amazon or whether it is your Facebook, you would have a same password because you don't want to remember different ones, and most of the time it will be a date of birth, child's name, something. So now this is something which the criminal uses, that okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, gone. 1 second, you are out. I mean, this is something which all of you know, that you are the voice of the public. And first, be safe yourself. And secondly, spread this word around, because cybercrime is one of the most preventable crimes. It is a crime where nobody comes into your house. It is a crime where nobody threatens by putting a gun on your head. It is a crime where we on our own click buttons and send money to people. So if you're aware, you'll not become a victim. I'll give you one example. I don't know how many of you have heard of this Tinder murder case of Jaipur. How many? Just 1 or 2? Okay. So this was a case wherein on the Tinder, as you all know, that it is a dating site, the victim, the man, he made a profile of himself, and as all of us want to project in the real world something which we are not. So he used to put photographs with Mercedes and all that. I mean, he used to look somebody who is filthily rich, and that is what his profile was. Now, seeing this profile, the lady started engaging with this person. They started talking, and then they decided to meet in a hotel. So when this person went to the hotel, this girl came with her partners, her own gang members, and kidnapped the person. They kidnapped this fellow and then started asking for ransom. Now, because of his profile, they thought they've really got a very good target and they can extract a lot of money from the family. But unfortunately, he was a very normal citizens like you and me, and not some big shot. So the family was able to pay only a very small amount, which was not satisfactory. And now, since these people had already been exposed because they met him in the physical world and had kidnapped him, they ultimately murdered him and threw him on a highway. So cybercrime is serious. It is not something which we can take very lightly. We have to be very conscious of what we create. So although all of us use a lot of filters in our photographs to look good on the social media, make sure that you realize that this might carry some risk for us. Another is online impersonation and matrimonial frauds. Again, in this case, this was a man who used to create different fake profiles on various matrimonial sites. He used to engage with different women. They gain their trust, and then started extorting money, just as I was saying, telling somebody that, oh, my mother has suddenly been in the hospital and all. And if I remember correctly, Prasad must be somewhere there. It is 40 victims. How many victims were there? Eight victims. So 8 victims from whom he had taken this money. Fake profiles, you will also see fake profiles of prominent personalities. All of us know, we've seen WhatsApp messages coming from our friends and all. One day suddenly started asking for money. Many of you must have faced that. You'll get a message from your friend supposedly on the WhatsApp, and I'll be asking for money. So these are things which are very common. So while technology has given us enormous opportunity to communicate, to get knowledge, even for our professional growth, alertness and awareness are the key to be safe. And very simple cyber hygiene, which you will be told after a while, can actually keep you very safe. There's no 100% guarantee in this world, so we can't. But yes, best way or to try to keep yourself safe is definitely will be there. So stay alert, stay informed, spread the word around, and in case you become a victim of cybercrime, we are here to help you. But let's seize the internet. Let us be online, but let us be unafraid. Thank you.